was here, was speaking at a rally like this, was 2021 for the Freedom Rise, when Black Voters Matter and dozens of other organizations organized for voting rights legislation, like the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act and the For the People Act. I got you, sis, and H.R. 51, D.C. Statehood. When I say D.C., you say statehood, D.C. D.C. We organized for those voting rights because we knew that we'd be in a moment like this. A moment where we have a wannabe dictator and a do-nothing Congress trying to take away our voting rights, trying to cancel elections and purge voters from the rolls. We knew it was coming. Just this week, the Supreme Court heard a case that could put the final death blow to the Voting Rights Act. It could eliminate black representation for black communities, and it can create at least 19 seats that are currently protected by the Voting Rights Act would be eliminated by many of these red states. And this is happening at a time when we are seeing mid-decade redistricting in places like Texas and Missouri because we have somebody who wants to be a king. You have somebody who, just like he said to Georgia, go find me 11,700 votes. He's trying to tell these states, go find me 10 extra congressional seats or 15 seats or 20 seats. And this could create a permanent one-party rule at the expense of black voters and black communities. But like so many other issues that are rooted in anti-blackness, that sickness won't just stay within the black community, it affects this entire country. And so we join you in saying, no kings. But we gotta go beyond no kings, because the last time that call was made in 1776, 1/4 of this country's population was enslaved. And so we've got to go beyond no kings. We've got to recognize that they have used divide and conquer ever since that time in 76 or ever since 1619 to keep us divided, to divide those who were enslaved from those who were poor whites, to divide us from those indigenous brothers and sisters. They've been using that divide and conquer tactic, and they're still using it today to keep us divided, all of our communities. But I've got some good news for you, because what I know is this: if divide and conquer is one of the oldest tricks in the books, then by definition, one of the most revolutionary acts of resistance is simply to be united. For us to stand together, to sing together, to laugh together, to cry together, to fight together. Power to the people, yes, because what I also know is this: their hate cannot beat our love. And when I talk about our love, I'm not talking about a Valentine's Day kind of love. I'm talking about a radical love. I'm talking about you might have to flip over the money changes tables kind of love. I'm talking about a love that is merged with power, because those two things are not opposite, they go together. As Dr. King told us, power without love is reckless and abusive, but love without power is sentimental and anemic. That's what I'm talking about. He went on to say that power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice. And justice at its best is power correcting everything that stands against love. That's what we need. And when we have that kind of love and power, when we walk in that kind of love and power that sees all of our communities, from Vermont all the way to Memphis, from LA all the way over to DC, especially Southeast DC. When we walk in that kind of love and power, there ain't nothing that I want to be, a small, petty dictator